Madaki. Honorable Madaki is invited to move the motion.
Madaki is my name, and I represent the Ala Federal Constituency of Kano State. Call to establish more compressed natural gas combustion centers across Nigeria. The House notes that in the implementation of the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative, the federal government distributed CNG combustion kits across the country. Also note that the advantages of the conversion to CNG are enormous, and it will bring down the cost of living in Nigeria and reduce air and noise pollution, which makes it environmentally friendly. Aware that its benefits are numerous, as CNG burns more cleanly than PMS, which means less carbon buildup in the engine, thus reducing the need for frequent engine repairs and prolonging the life of engine components. Also aware that vehicles powered by CNG experience less wear and tear on critical components such as spark plugs and exhaust system. Further aware that for the takeoff of the Presidential Compressed Gas Initiative, the federal government proposed to establish CNG combustion centers in some states, including Abia, Bayelsa, Cross River, and Ebonyi, with one center each, while Akwa Ibom has 5 centers, Delta 9 centers, Edo with 11 centers, Ekiti with 7 centers, Enugu and Kogi with 3 centers, FCT Abuja 3 centers, Kaduna with 10 centers, Kwara with 8 centers, and Lagos with 70 centers, Nasarawa with 2 centers, Ogun with 7 centers, Oyo with 17 centers, and Rivers with 8 centers. Concerned that the above listed centers, only Kaduna in Northwest is benefiting from the presidential initiative, while no state in the Northeast is listed as a beneficiary. Worried that the exemption of other states from the initiative as commuters of those states are not put into consideration. Acknowledge that states like Kano, Borno, Katsina, Sokoto are commercially viable are exempted. Cognizance of the need to establish more compressed natural gas combustion centers in the Northwest and Northeast to facilitate legitimate business operation for all citizens. Resolve to urge the federal government to establish more compressed natural gas combustion centers equitably across the country to give Nigerians a sense of belonging, and mandate the Committee on Gas Resources to ensure compliance and report back to the House within 4 weeks. I so submit, Mr. Speaker.
Any contribution before we take a seconder? Honorable Sade Soli.
Representing Jibia Keita Federal Constituency, Mr. Speaker, I'm from Katsina State. Mr. Speaker, this is a laudable initiative initiated by the government of the APC, but it's accompanied with a lot of mixed feelings. The presidential initiative for this CNG implementation, I think they've developed some, I can say, some hatred of some part of this country, or a very serious oversight in looking at the geography of this country. When they said they are going to establish the platforms in some of the major transit corridors of this country, they mention of Lagos, Ibadan, Ilorin as a corridor, Lokoja, Abuja, Kano as a corridor, Uyo, Port Harcourt, Onitsha, and Benin as a corridor. But look at the entire northeast of this part of this country was completely ignored. And look at the 80% of the northwest corridor of this country was completely exempted. That is the corridors, not even the cities. The corridors where commuters will fly. And then the main aim of this initiative is to give relief to the Nigerian masses occasioned by the transitive hardship as a result of fuel subsidy removal. But then, look at the cities that were exempted, talk less of even the corridors. Look at the corridor of Lokoja, Abuja, Kano. Why are the CNG platforms? I can only cite one along Airport Road. And you go there, you see 100, 200 vehicles lined up and destroying even the road. They have completely obstructed one of the lanes, one of the service lane. They have destroyed it, and then it's not helping matters. So instead of this initiative to bring succor to the Nigerian people, is creating more problems and bad feelings. So I think, Mr. Speaker, this Parliament must look into this, not only allow the committee to perform oversight functions of it, but we must investigate the implementation of this policy, whether this policy is skewed to a section of this country or is skewed to benefit certain people who have advantage of the providing the procurement of this CNG kits. We need to know what is really going on, because we know this government meant very well. This government meant to help the Nigerian people in terms of easing them from the relief of fuel subsidy. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.
Distinguished colleagues, Olumide Oshoba representing Abeokuta North, Obafemi Ode and Odeda Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, let me first of all commend the mover of the motion and commend the President for this initiative. But I want to deviate a bit. Most countries that use CNG have now moved from CNG to hybrid vehicles, and in the process, after some years, they moved to full EV, electric vehicles. I believe that the next move we should be making is going towards hybrid, half and half electric and half combustion. And then we now move to EVs. When that implementation is included in our plan and blueprint, I think every zone and every region should be carried along. So my own advice is we should look at cleaner energy in the form of hybrid vehicles and moving into EVs eventually. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Kafil.
I rise for and on behalf of my people in Koshofe Federal Constituency and from Lagos State, the Center of Excellence. I just want to contribute that the President has done well to bring this initiative, and this is one initiative that I am very passionate about in my constituency, and I've been able to train a lot of my constituents who are artisans in this regard. But I want to say that in oversighting by the Gas Resources Committee, I will advise that the committee should include members from all the regions, whether they are in that committee or not, so that as honorable members, we will be able to monitor these things and oversee them in our constituencies properly, because this is beyond a committee affair. It's a national assignment, and we must ensure that what should be done is done, and then the constituents, of course, benefit from it, because it's a federal government project, and it's very important that it spreads across board without any segregation or marginalization. Thank you very much.
Aye. Those against you say nay. The nays have it. Honorable Kafilat also proposed for another committee. It is okay, it is a right to suggest, it is for you to reject if you want. She proposed an amendment to suggest that another committee should be constituted because of the importance of this particular assignment. Is there any seconder to that amendment or to that additional prayer? Yes, Honorable Adebayo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Those against you say nay. The ayes have it. Those in support of this motion as amended should say aye. Those against you say nay. The ayes have it. This motion will be referred to a committee to be constituted in due